Welcome everyone to the final Grand Prix of Season 1. What a season it's been. The last 13 races have been phenomenal. It's been such a roller coaster ride. At the start of the season, of course, Lewis Hamilton, he started off by dominating, and then between, Austria, UK, Germany, we got a few, new race wins, most notably Charles Leclerc, George Russell, and Max Verstappen. But the last few races, Racing Point have put some mad upgrades, and now Max Verstappen is sitting pretty at the top. It's been crazy, the whole entire championship. It's been mad. It's very unlikely that he'll throw it away today, but anything can happen in motorsport. Constructors-wise, the closest battle looks to be third and fourth between Racing Point and McLaren. And another fairly close battle, Williams and Red Bull, that's fairly close, and Haas and Mercedes. Those are just some battles just to keep in mind going into the final Grand Prix of the season. What a year it's been. We've come here though, the Brazilian Sao Paulo racetrack. Max Verstappen though going through the Senna S has provisional pole. However, Lewis Hamilton, we know he doesn't give up, and we all know he thinks that he can still win the World Championship. Mathematically, it's possible. Realistically, it's very tricky. However, he does have first so far. Could he get, his first pole of the season? But the straight line speed of that Racing Point just breezes past him. Same as the Ferrari. Will he get past Hamilton? I'm not sure. And the Williams of George Russell. Yeah, they all managed to get past him down the straight. He lost a third of a second just because of straight line speed. That's a lot of time. Anyways, now it's race day. Max Verstappen puts his car once again on pole position. George Russell, don't count him out though. It's going to be a wet start. Lights out, and away we go here in Brazil for the final time this year. As we go through the Senna S, Leclerc and Hamilton battling for third and fourth. George Russell takes the lead. Hamilton though, he's seen the inside open up, but no, Verstappen's too quick, and instead Leclerc goes down the inside. Further back, Nick De Vries has managed to get the move done on Lando Norris, and Ricciardo wants some as well. Up front though, George Russell and Max Verstappen battling for the race lead. Verstappen knows he just has to play it cool, he just has to play it safe. Leclerc though, down the inside. He's making the move. And he's made it stick. What a move from Charles Leclerc. But Verstappen, we know that he won't give up there. No, you can't get him. Nick De Vries though, battling with Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo. Those three though, catching up to Lewis Hamilton. George Russell though, just building a slight gap over Charles Leclerc. Leclerc using a lot of Rs now through the Senna S. But the rain now beginning just to calm down a little bit. As I say that, the weather report says that rain's going to restart in a few minutes time. The track is still very, very damp, so no one even thinking about going onto the dry tyres yet. Hamilton though, just slowly gaining on Max Verstappen. Ooh, Hamilton's quick, he's going to have a look down the inside. Yes, he does, he gets the move. as I've already mentioned, Hamilton, with that winning mentality, he knows he can still win it here. As long as the maths, says so, he knows that he can do it. George Russell, they're under a lot of pressure from Charles Leclerc. Leclerc around the outside, goes slightly wide, and Hamilton even takes P2 now. That's a bad mistake from Charles Leclerc. He's going to try go around down the inside now. He tries forcing Hamilton wide. He goes a little bit wide though. His nose is still in front of Leclerc's, and Hamilton keeps P2. Really good battling there. But he goes slightly deep. Those wet tires now beginning to wear a little bit, as the sporadic rain just keeps on, making the track wetter, and then it dries on its own. Hamilton and Russell though making the interesting decision to stay out as Leclerc and Verstappen pit. Leclerc, he's gonna come out P3. That's not what Hamilton and Russell would have wanted, and Leclerc with much fresher tyres. Don't be surprised to see Leclerc catch up to these two. And by the end of the lap, Hamilton though is going to try around the outside. No, Russell says no to him. At this current stage in the Grand Prix, it looks like we're going to have the whole race is going to be with the rain. So maybe, Hamilton and Russell playing the longer game. Verstappen will get P2 as well. But playing the longer game. I don't know whether it's worked, because now the weather is saying, it's gonna begin to dry in a few laps time. However, the track is still wet. Keep that in mind, even though the forecast says that it should, begin to get a bit warmer. Remember, the track is still very damp, very, very wet still. Hamilton now though, gaining on Max Verstappen, using that slipstream. We know the AlphaTauri is not the fastest down a straight. To do this NRS, you may have a thought going down into turn 4. Hamilton's tyres though, 1 lap younger than Max Verstappen's. That's really, really crucial. This is going to be interesting now. Anyone, is anyone going to pit? No. No one yet. Hamilton's actually not gained as much as I thought he would on Max Verstappen. Maybe he's just waiting for Max's tyres to lose a bit of tyre life, but he's not done what I thought he would. Guan Yu Zhou, the man who, I guess you could say, lost Max Verstappen last time out, the race win. However, helping Max Verstappen much more than he did last time. If Hamilton's going to get Verstappen on track, it's going to have to be this lap. Him getting caught up in the back markers really hasn't helped his case. And now Schwartzman holding Hamilton up. Leclerc though just building a good gap, building a good lead. He is going to pit now, presumably. However, Hamilton and Russell's gamble to stay out 1 lap later hasn't paid off at all. Now the track is dry. Charles Leclerc's on the softs. That's interesting. Last time out we saw that going on the softs. There's not really much difference to the hards as George Russell drives around the outside of Lewis Hamilton, easy as you like. Is that a sign now that Hamilton now is beginning to give up the title fight? Is he beginning to give hope? It's very rare we see a very demotivated Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen though, now he has Yuri Vips. He's caught him at the right part of the circuit, I guess. Verstappen's been really quick through the middle sector. Gets past Tsunoda, but this is going to be interesting now. Verstappen versus Leclerc. The field now being really strung out. There, Esteban Ocon and Nick De Vries battling for position. However, now the weather forecasts saying expect a little bit of rain, maybe. Yes, because now everyone's pitting onto the wet tires. That's crazy. It's one lap on the dry tires, and all of a sudden there's rain again. Verstappen there around the outside of Antonio Giovinazzi. Easy as light. But maybe that was the right thing for, Charles Leclerc to do. Get onto the soft tires, but Max Verstappen now all over Charles Leclerc. Will he be able to overtake Charles Leclerc on the penultimate lap? It's going to be tight. It's going to be really, really tight. Verstappen now, he only has one more lap until he becomes Unlimited Racing 2D Season 1 World Champion. However, will Nicholas Latifi, Valtteri Bottas, will they help Max Verstappen or Charles Leclerc? Well, it looks like the back markers have damaged Verstappen's chances a little bit, because now George Russell, he's right behind Max Verstappen. It's all over his gearbox. Now, is he going to look for a move? Going down to turn 4. Is he going to look round the outside? Does he have the grip? Yes, he does. George Russell, what a move round the outside. What an overtake. But Verstappen using his ERS. Russell's going to make it hard for him. Now, straight line speed. Who has more straight line speed? Ooh, Verstappen using some of those. Leclerc wins though. Verstappen second and wins the World Championship. George Russell P3. Lewis Hamilton P4 is all he could do. Lando Norris P5. Daniel Ricciardo P6. Unless if Jack Aitken can get him here. No, it doesn't look like it. Nick De Vries, what a way to finish off the season. Strong P8 from him. Mick Schumacher P9. Esteban Ocon P10. Lance Stroll P11. Nicholas Latifi P12. Valtteri Bottas P13. Pierre Gasly P14. Fernando Alonso in his final ever Grand Prix in Unlimited Racing 2D P15. Farewell to a legend. Antonio Giovinazzi P16. Yuki Tsunoda P17. Yuri Vips P18. Robert Schwartzman P19 and Guang Zhou P20. There it is then. Max Verstappen, Season 1 Unlimited Racing 2D Champion. Lewis Hamilton P2. Charles Leclerc P3. George Russell P4. Lando Norris P5. Daniel Ricciardo P6. Mick Schumacher and Antonio Giovinazzi 7th and 8th. Good job on those two. Fernando Alonso in his, one and only season in the sport before retirement. P9. Pierre Gasly P10. Yuki Tsunoda P11. Nick De Vries P12. Lance Stroll P13. Esteban Ocon P14. Valtteri Bottas P15. Horrible season for him. Jack Aitken P16. 91 points though. That's what you call, a really good comeback, especially where he was earlier this season. Nicholas Latifi P17. Yuri Vips P18. P19 Guang Yu Zhou and P20 Robert Schwartzman. Even though AlphaTauri may have not won the Drivers' Championship, the Constructors' Championship is all theirs. AlphaTauri winners of the Constructors' Championship, building the best car this season. Reynolds P2. They had a really quick car. They were just unlucky not to get a few more wins here and there. Racing Point, if it wasn't for Max Verstappen's heroics, dare I say, they would have finished P8 this season. McLaren P4, could have been P2. Maybe they just didn't have enough stamina towards the end of the year. But next year should be really interesting with their new driver lineup. Ferrari P5, Red Bull P6, beating Williams. Haas staying ahead of Mercedes. With Alfa Romeo, of course, they had that really big problem at the start of the season where they didn't even have a team manager. So I think those points that Alfa Romeo won, GG's to them. GG's to everyone. Thank you for joining me this whole season. Now we'll have a 1 week break for the winter break, and then we'll come back again in pre-season Spain. All new calendar next year, so can't wait. Thank you for being with me. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next year. Thank you very much, and goodbye.